for their donation this year towards the trees. We planted a total of 17 trees, 3 here in City Park and the other 14 over at Schlegel's. As part of this celebration, we'll be closing with the burying of the 275th time capsule. And at this point, I'd like to turn it over to Council President Donna Reed.
Thanks. Arbor Day is always a terrific day to be here, and I always like to remember. And Chris, will you come over here with me, please? I don't think, is anyone else here from council? I don't believe so. We always like to remember our late councilmate and our good friend John Slivko, who was sort of the Johnny Appleseed of Reading. John, as many of you know, planted 700 trees throughout the city over the course of his 30 plus years here. And I don't think an Arbor Day ever goes by that, certainly when John was with us, he was out there planting, but I don't think that an Arbor Day goes by that those of us who are his friends, his colleagues, his neighbors in Center Park, that we don't think of John. So do a shout out to him, John. Hope you're looking down. It's a beautiful day. Also want to make note of Laura Reppert, who is our 275 coordinator. We have our time capsule ready to be buried. What we will do, and Chris is on the committee as well as Laura, we will be determining whether this will be open in 25 or 50 years. The committee will vote on that, but we will have 4 points of reference to catalog and document our decisions. So there will be no question. If it's to be open in 25 years, the documentation will be there. If it's to be open in 50 years, the documentation will be there. Sometimes controversies can arise over things like this. 275, it's not going to arise. So if you're around in 25 or 50 years when the decision's made, we hope you'll be there for the opening of it. Chris, anything you'd like to add?
Just real quick. Good morning. I just wanted to mention that April is also National Gardening Month, so how appropriate that we should be celebrating Arbor Day. Along with last week, we were here for Earth Day, and just how important our green spaces are in an urban environment like the city of Reading. It's also appropriate that we would pick Arbor Day to bury the time capsule, which is important to represent the history and the future of the city of Reading. Thank you.
Just want to add one more thing. Johanny Cepeda Freitas, one of our local state legislators who represents a good portion of cities here. Johanny, good to see you. And everybody who's involved in Shade Tree and Shade Tree Commission, we thank you for being here as well.
I'm Laura Reppert. I'm the event coordinator for 275th. In a moment, we're going to have the official proclamation and put this in the ground. But I just wanted to say thank you to everyone in the city of Reading, residents, city employees, all of the local businesses and community organizations who were a part of marking this milestone the last year, and to everyone who put something in the time capsule. And we look forward to opening this in the future. And it's very fitting that it's being buried next to an eastern redbud tree, which is a tree that maybe the very first settlers would have seen of Reading when they came here. And now I will turn over to English Bradley, Chief of Staff.
Thank you, Laura. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Mayor Moran, I just want to thank you all, city employees, state legislators, council president, councilor, Laura, for all of your work and just making today happen. So to the proclamation. Whereas Arbor Day is a time to celebrate and honor the value of trees and their contributions to our well-being, trees are vital to our environment, providing numerous benefits to our community. And the city of Reading recognizes the importance of trees and enhancing the visual appeal of our neighborhoods, reducing cooling costs, removing air pollutants, and providing wildlife habitats. In addition, trees are assets to our community. When properly planted and maintained, they increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of our business areas, and beautify our community. The City of Reading has achieved Tree City USA recognition by meeting the program's 4 requirements: maintaining a tree board or department, implementing a tree care ordinance, allocating an annual community forestry budget of at least $2 per capita, and observing Arbor Day with a proclamation in conjunction with the ceremonial tree planting in City Park. We'll also bury the time capsule to commit to commemorate, I apologize, the 275th anniversary of the City of Reading. This capsule will contain items from our partners, city departments, local businesses, and organizations, as well as postcards from our community residents and future generations. I urge all citizens to celebrate 150 years of Arbor Day by supporting the efforts to protect the well-being of our future generations. And now, I, therefore, although I am not Eddie Moran, on behalf of Mayor Moran, Mayor of the City of Reading, I do hereby proclaim April 26, 2024 as Arbor Day. Thank you. I think I'm going to turn this back over to Laura or Lester.
And at this time, we're going to bury the time capsule. I'd like Public Works staff to come over. We'll put this in the ground and backfill it.
Right. Well, and now we'll fix the hole and properly bury it. Thank you everybody for coming.